How are you? How are you doing? Thank you. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. How are you guys? I don't know if you participated in the Spanish one, in the Español antes, but I know some Spaniards will come and join us now. I know some Spanish speaking people will come. Algunos de los de habla hispana también vienen, ¿no? Hello, hello. Thank you for being here, guys. It's wonderful to have you here. How are you doing? How are you hanging in there with all the news and everything that is happening? We just need to keep cleaning. We just need to trust. Very important that we keep trusting, no matter what. No matter what, we have to keep trusting. You know, we have to keep letting go and trusting, staying in the present, dealing what we have in front of us, not even across the street from us, you know, right here, right now. Because I know that if we give permission and everything, you know, we don't have to worry about anything. We are guided, we are protected, but we need to give permission, okay? So, and that's about letting go and trusting. Not yesterday, but a week ago, yesterday, Friday, I think I told you, I gave a class for Russians. Yeah, so I gave it in English with Russian translation. And I don't remember what I told you about it, but it really felt like family. And at the end, I said, you know, it's like when you're in a party and you're having a good time and you don't want to leave. It's a little bit more, a little bit more. I didn't want to press the end, leave the meeting button, because, yeah, it felt really like family. So, and it didn't go as anything that I had planned, you know, because I had a PowerPoint presentation and things like that, and I ended not doing anything like that. So it's great when you go with the flow, you know, when you don't plan, when you just put. I remember Dr. Ihaliakala saying, you know, I just show up in the seminars to see what is going to be said, and really, that's the way it is. Because even when I try sometimes to plan or something, I mean, forget it. Things happen, I cannot concentrate or things like that. So it's so important that we go with the flow. And what I always tell you is trusting yourself, trusting your own inspiration, you know, to the point that you don't need to ask somebody because you know, because you are sure. Yes. And that's the most important. We have to get to the point where we are really sure about ourselves, that we trust ourselves, that we believe in ourselves, yeah, and that we are ourselves. Talking about that, you know, looking for things to share with you, I found an email that Ija Liakala sent me January 14th, in the year 2000. So almost 20 years ago. And it says, putting love first is very practical. Why is this so? First, only love knows you completely, since love created you. This being so, love knows your purpose, your problems and their answers, and what you truly need, not what you may want or expect. Man cannot heal, only love can heal. Appealing to love through cleansing allows love to void, to release negative energies of guilt, shame, fear, confusion, resentment, blame, anger, and thinking from your thoughts, leaving them empty to be replaced with perfect energies of love, clarity, purpose, peace, happiness, and wealth. The wonder of the cleansing is that it is an inside job done between only done only between love and you. You need not go 1 inch outside of yourself to solve any problems, no matter what it is. Everything is within, beginning with love. So he used to write amazingly. I mean, he was like a poet. But also, his trust for divinity and that confidence. And I mean, that was amazing. Amazing to be witness, of that. A witness of that. Anyway, I am the I. Let's say I am the I. Remember, I am the I is a Ho'oponopono tool. It works the same as thank you, as I love you. And it's very good to open. But you can use it anytime in the day or night, no matter if you're opening something or not, okay? So if it comes to you, it's very important that you trust your own inspiration. Sorry. Okay, so I am the I. I come forth from the void into light. I am the breath that nurtures life. I am that emptiness, that hollowness beyond all consciousness, the I, the id, the all. I draw my bow of rainbows across the waters, the continuum of minds with matters. I am the incoming and outgoing of breath, the invisible, untouchable breath, the undefinable atom of creation. I am the I. So again, thank you. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that you are here. I'm grateful that you are open. I'm grateful that you are choosing to wake up in these moments or stay awakened, stay conscious, because there are still so many people asleep. And it hurts, it even hurts, to see that. But we need to keep cleaning. We need to keep letting go and trusting moment by moment. So I want to share something with you. Where is it? Okay. So it says, do you know that an extraordinary, enlightened life is possible? A life filled with meaning and purpose, in which you have access to a limitless well of inspiration, wisdom, love, and creativity. So why is that for thousands of years, the supreme goal of enlightenment has been a mystery? It was believed to be accessible only indirectly through decades or even lifetimes of repetitive and often tedious meditation practices. And more importantly, what if it didn't have to be that way? What if awakening didn't have to be a long, drawn out process leading toward an ultimately unpredictable result? What if instead of spending the next 10, 20, or 30 years doing mindfulness practices, watching your breath in an attempt to prepare for enlightenment, you could engage in a daily practice that gave you direct access to awaken consciousness right now? Sounds like maybe Ho'oponopono? Maybe that's what Ho'oponopono does for us? What if it's instead of hoping for a lightning bolt of a spiritual insight to awaken you sometime in the distant future, you could practice aligning with the limitless energy, intelligence, and freedom of enlightenment every single day? I would say every single moment. After all, the spiritual masters from both the East and the West have always told us that the miracle of enlightenment or of an enlightened consciousness already exists, fully formed inside of each of us, that this luminous awareness is none other than our own true nature. You realize we've been so programmed and we allow it. Okay, that's why we are lost and we don't know who we are and the power that we have. but it is time to wake up. If this awakened spiritual nature is truly who we really are, why would it be nearly impossible to gain consistent, ongoing access to it? Instead of doing practices designed to bring about a future moment of awakening, we simply need to learn how to practice being awake right now. And thank God you are. Yes? That's why you are here. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Or maybe you are ready. You're ready to wake up. Yes? The alarm clock went up. It is a subtle shift in approach, but it changes everything. Really, to be able to be conscious moment by moment. It is a subtle shift in approach, but it changes everything. I read that before, yes? At the heart of this paradigm shift is the recognition that just as your ordinary awakened consciousness operates in predictable ways, awakened consciousness also functions in reliable, observable ways. And if we can observe and understand how the natural functioning of awakened consciousness works, we can learn how to practice stepping directly into it. You can do this. It doesn't have to take a lifetime to wake up. See, waking up is about a decision. Waking up is in the moment, you know? But now you have to keep a practice, daily practice, moment by moment practice, that will help you to stay awakened, yes? That will help you to stay conscious. That will really allow you to be more of that observer, yes? Connected to your superconscious mind, having the direct access to the whole cosmos, to the whole universe, you know, where you can know everything. You know, you actually connect with your own wisdom, because we are not this limit, you know, mind of us that we decided to believe that we were. Okay, so waking up is very important, especially in the times that we are living now. All that is required to immediately access this superconscious, unbounded way of being is learning a simple set of daily practices that enable you to step directly into the miracle of awakened consciousness every time you practice. So everything you practice, it connects you to your superconscious mind. And from your superconscious mind to the whole universe. Once you discover the power of direct awakening, your life may never be the same. And it's not, because then you realize how you're not engaging as much. You know, because we are always engaging and things, but now you are the observer. Now you know better. Sometimes you have to be willing to be different, because people will criticize you. How come you don't have fear? You know, how come you're okay? How come, you know, yeah? Or how come you are attracting certain things maybe in an easy way? And they will call you different, you know, they will call you names. But you have to be sure in your heart of what you are doing, what you are believing, what you are trusting. Yeah? It takes a lot of trust. In yourself even. You know that things will bend you, you know, blow you, yes, like the wind, but that you come back to center, because you know who you are, you know, and your roots are strong. So sometimes you need some courage, yeah, to do it, because again, you are kind of rowing against the current, you know, everybody wants you to stay put, you know, and do what everybody else is doing, having fear, you know, talking about things that don't work, yeah, talking about what you do not want, you know, where are you putting your energy? Where are you putting your attention? So courage is something that we all need in this moment too. And courage is not the absence of fear, yeah, because many times we confuse that. Oh, I'm I don't have fear. Yeah. No, sometimes you have the fear, but you have the courage to go through the fear. I always tell you, it's about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. It is rather the total presence of fear with the courage to face it. And you don't even need to understand it. It is actually a cause for celebration. Instead of trying to hang on to the familiar and the known, yeah, right now there is no known anymore. Yeah, we are in total uncertainty. Yes, we are definitely in the tunnel, just trusting that there is a light at the end. We can learn to enjoy these situations as opportunities for adventure and for deepening our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. We don't tell me that we are not learning a lot right now, that we are going through things that we never imagined. And I think all the work that we've been doing with Ho'oponopono all these years, it's been preparing us for this moment. Having courage is more than just heroic, well, I can't remember how you pronounce it, heroic acts, and in exceptional circumstances, heroic. It is it is a necessity to live authentic and fulfilling lives on a day-to-day basis. This is the courage to change when change is needed. And I think this is it. Yes, change is needed. The courage to stand up for our own truth. What is your truth? Even against the opinions of others. And the courage to embrace the unknown despite of our fears in our relationships, in our careers, or in the ongoing journey of understanding who we are and why we are here. So important, again, letting go and trusting is getting out of your comfort zone. And I know that. And it's, trusting on something you cannot touch, you cannot feel, hear, whatever. But that trusting really pays off. That trusting will bring you so many rewards, so many blessings, because you are giving permission to a part of you to act, to do the driving, yeah, to guide you, to protect you. And you have plenty of ways of staying present, of being able not to engage with the fear, to have the courage, yes? And if you are going through the fear, if you are still watching the news, if you are still believing, if you are those things, and if you are still, first of all, don't watch them anymore. Right now, at this point, I'm telling you, if you are engaging with the fear of what the news are telling you, you shouldn't be watching it. You create your own reality, okay? So you decide what you watch, what you hear. Now, if you do it to clean, wonderful. But if you do it big and engage with the fear, no, okay? Now, what is important is you do have tools to protect yourself. Yes, we've been talking about the gold ring. We've been talking about I vacuum seal myself, like the vacuum seal the products, yeah. So protection. Remember the fleur de lis. The fleur de lis is an amazing tool for the times that we are living, and an amazing protection. So maybe you can wrap yourself, in the fleur de lis, or you can put the fleur de lis on the situation, things like that. And definitely the thank you and the I love you is a way of protecting yourself. Thank you and I love you is a way of giving permission to God to transmute, to inspire you with the right decisions, yes, and the right actions, yeah. So let's breathe together, okay? So for the people that don't know how to do the breathing ha is another Ho'oponopono tool. Breathing ha it's the same as thank you and I love you, but it's quality time with your inner child that is your best partner, yeah, your subconscious mind, where all your problems are. This memory replay. When you do this, you don't need to repeat anything. You don't need to repeat thank you, I love you, nothing. You don't need to think about the problem either. You only have to count. And the way we do it, if we put our spine erect, yeah, if you want against the chair, we put our feet on the floor. We are going to close our eyes if we are in a safe place. If you are driving, please don't. Okay, but we are going to close our eyes. But let me show you how we put our fingers. Okay, the thumb represents you, index finger, the thumb represents God. The index finger is you, and then the intellectual finger, you know, the one that knows what is right and what is wrong. Okay, so now we put three fingers together, yes, and then we open and interlock it, yeah, uh, and we form the infinity sign, and we just put it on our legs. Okay, the way we do it, we only count. Like I said, we don't think about the problem, we don't repeat anything, we only count. We inhale and exhale through the nose, and when you inhale, you are going to be counting, and you'll be doing two pauses between inhale and exhale, because you actually are taking mana, you are not taking oxygen. So it's very important, those pauses for your body. Okay, so inhaling, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Some people will go faster than others. Okay, it's not about, you know, how fast you go or how much you hold, you know, till you get a purple. No, okay. You go with your own rhythm. It's not about creating stress here. Okay, so inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is one time. We do that 7 times. And remember, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Okay? So I inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's one time. We do that 7 times. And when you finish, maybe you want to open your eyes. Go. Thank you. Para la gente que está aquí en español, el de español está abajo porque ya lo hice y queda grabado. ¿Ok? Pero se pueden quedar aquí si quieren. So I was telling the Spanish speaking that I don't understand English. that I already did the Spanish and it's been recorded so they can access it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You can do the breathing mentally. You can just repeat in your mind, breathing ha, breathing ha, breathing ha. Yeah. But I highly recommend to do it because, like I said before, it's a connection or quality time with your inner child. So I highly recommend it at least twice a day, in the morning and at night. But you will know. Yes, you will know. Okay, so one thing that I don't want to forget, I am thinking about organizing like like brainstorming sessions. After I did the Russian thing with everybody with the video where we could see each other, and talk to each other. I really enjoy it. I felt like family, like a family reunion somehow. And I've been thinking about some brainstorming meetings. I mean, I'm gonna limit the amount of people so that I can really talk or work with everybody on the call. So if you are interested, if it's something, because I don't know, also I'm considering if I'm doing it in December or we just do it in January. I feel that it is very important, not planning, but it's very important that we prepare ourselves for 2021. So either we can do it before it starts or just at the beginning of 2021. But I feel it's very important because, again, we are living very uncertain times where we need to adjust. It's kind of a different world because we are not going back, to the world as we knew it, because that wasn't normal, even if we thought that was normal. So how do we prepare ourselves? Yes, how could we be open or adapt to changes? Remember when we did the find your purpose, it's zero frequency, finding your purpose or something like that, and we work with the disc profiles, and we realize that not everybody is the same, or not everybody faces problems the same way. But that doesn't mean that some are better than others. We are just different, thank God. Yes. And if I'm not mistaken, the greens on the disc profiles are people that needs or feels more comfortable with stability. Yes, so that maybe are the ones that are having a harder time right now because of changes and because of uncertainty and things like that. So many times you have to maybe repeat. Sandra explained to us when we went deep into these profiles of how she been, I think, a green and needing stability, especially in these times, how she helps herself, with just telling herself everything will be okay. Change is okay. Yes, we are gonna be okay during change. Other people, maybe it's easier to adapt to change or things like that. So realizing really who we are. And I think it would be important that maybe, and I didn't finish the whole idea. I'm just, thinking aloud with you. But maybe I will make it part of that zero frequency, finding your purpose or something like that. That will be kind of the basic to go into the brainstorming sessions, where we can also clean but get more clarity. So anyway, if you are interested, you can leave it here, as a comment, or you can write to me at support. So I will know how many people we have interested. I will limit it because, again, I want to be able to work with everybody, or that everybody has a chance, and that we all brainstorm. So I think it's very important. It's new times, different times, new era, new paradigm, and adapting to that and knowing and having more clarity about ourselves is very, very important, because it's not about, if I'm going to find my job after everything is over or gone, or how am I going to adapt, yes, or what doors could open or I could open in my life because of changes, yes, because of new opportunities. because that's what it is. It's just new opportunities may be different. Okay, so if you write to me, that will be great. The other thing is we started like a series where when you ask something, we try to answer most of your questions and comments here, but we've been selecting some of the questions or things like that, and I've been answering in videos. So we are going to start sharing with you about this, and let me know if you are interested. I mean, if you like it, if you like the idea, if it serves you too. Because why am I asking? Because sometimes when I answer somebody, especially in the seminars, I always tell people, it's not like I'm answering that person. The answer comes for everybody that is there, everybody that is listening, and nothing is an accident, or coincidence in life. So if you are there, there is something for you. And the idea is that, yeah, I'm answering that person, but believe me, you are gonna get answers from listening to that. So I would love to hear your comments. I would like you to send your questions too. It will not be something immediate because I will have to, go set up, to record them and everything else. But I recorded some already that will start to show up in Instagram and here and in Facebook. And I would love to hear your comments about it. Okay, but tell me about the brainstorming sessions if you are interested in participating in something like that. So I know if I organize it for now for December or I wait for January, whatever. So I'm here for you to support you. I think we all need, that support, that push, that concentrating us on what works or what it could work instead of, everything else going on. And I know we are going through some anxiety and stress, whatever we do, wherever we are. And so I selected also to share this with you today. And it says, when anxiety and stress hits, it can be hard not to let overthinking get the better of you. As we know, yeah, thinking is the worst thing we can do when we have a problem, yes, but we are addicted somehow to thinking. We are in automatic and we think it's normal or it's the right thing to do. If you ever try to control your thoughts, you probably realize that more thoughts seem to arise. It's almost like putting out fire with fire, even though it seems like the logical thing to do. Instead, what we need to do is becoming an observer of our minds. So, what does it exactly mean? And most importantly, how do we go about it? Becoming the observer simply means that take a step back from your mind and become aware of your thinking patterns and how you are responding to things. So something very important is to put some distance, not to identify, not even with identify with your thinking. You are not your thinking either, okay? Become an observer of the currents of thoughts that flow through your consciousness. Just like someone sitting by the side of a river watching the river flow by. Sit by the side of your mind and watch. Again, we identify with the mind. We think that's it, this is it, this is who I am. No, you can separate from it and watch it. Or just as someone sits in the forest and watches a line of birds flying by. Just sit and watch. Or the way someone watches the rainy sky and the moving clouds. You just watch the clouds of thoughts moving in the sky of your mind. The flying birds of thoughts, the flowing river of thoughts in the same way, silently standing on the bank, you simply sit and watch. It is the same as if you are sitting on the bank watching the thoughts flowing by. Don't do anything. Don't interfere. Don't stop them in any way. Don't repress them in any way. If there is a thought coming, don't stop it. If it's not coming, don't try to force it to come. You are simply to be the observer. This really reminds me exactly what I was telling you about the finding your purpose. Many times it thinks it comes from thinking. No, I've been thinking and I don't know. No, it's not gonna come from thinking. Yeah, you have to sit and watch, and it's gonna show, and you never know from where or how. You have to become the observer to be able to find it. So in that simple observation, you will see an experience that you will see an experience that your thoughts and you are separate. Because you can see that the one who is watching the thoughts is separate from the thoughts, different from them. And you become aware of this. A strange peace will envelop you because you will not have any more worries. See, when you separate, when you know you are not even your fear, when you can say thank you, but I'm busy to your fear. You can be in the midst of all kinds of worries, but the worries will not be yours. You can be in the midst of many problems, but the problem will not be okay. You can be surrounded by thoughts, but you will not be the thoughts. And that is very important, again, because if you can separate and you can observe and watch, you will realize you are not that. Okay. And if you become aware that you are not your thoughts, the life of these thoughts will begin to grow weaker. Yeah, the more than you practice, it's the same thing of what I tell you about trusting. The more that you trust, it's like a muscle. Yes, the more than you practice, it will become automatic. It will become natural. You will not even think about it. It's sure, I'm gonna let go and trust. They will begin to become more and more lifeless. The power of your thoughts lies in the fact that you think they are yours. When you are arguing with someone, you say, my thought is, no thought is yours. All thoughts are different from you, separate from you. You just be a witness of them. Some practical way to practice being the observer. You might like to visualize your thoughts as pictures projected up onto a movie screen, while your awareness is you sitting in the audience watching the show. Remember, we always say everything is the screen, the monitor. Or you might like to picture your thoughts as clouds that drift across the sky of your awareness. Another useful technique is labeling. This is especially helpful when you are concentrating in your breathing or body scanning and you become involved in a stream of consciousness, a thought stream, which is a distraction from your chosen object of awareness. When you eventually catch yourself having drifted away, you might note that using the label thinking and saying that yourself can help you stop to gently escorting your attention back to your breath or body. Okay, so there you have another tool. Thinking, like, a red flag, or a red light. Oh, I'm thinking, and come back to present. Make it fun. Laugh at yourself, Oh, I'm thinking again. Ha, 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 ha. Okay? So let go of thinking. Stay present. Say thank you to fear, but do not engage. Just watch the fear. Just watch your thought. Don't identify. You are not that. Okay? Guys, I love you. Let me know about the brainstorming if you are interested. I'm going to see if I can organize it for December, or otherwise we'll do it in January. Let me know. Again, I'm going to try to limit it so that everybody has time to participate. I'm gonna go with the piece of eye, and I'm gonna have it here just in case, but it says, peace be with you, all my peace, the peace that is I, the peace that is I am, the peace for always, now and forever and evermore. My peace I live with you, my peace I give to you, my peace I live with you. Not the world's peace, but only my peace, the peace of I. I love you guys. Please, please, please stay present. Do not engage with fear. Fear will be there, but you show them the other cheek, okay? Thank you. I love you, but I'm busy. Adios. Bye. Love you. See you next week. Bye.